Hey guys, what's up? It's Bret. Sunday morning here. I was out late last night. My parents helping them celebrate their 50th anniversary. We had a big party at a hotel here in the Phoenix area, and I got to put together the music for it and DJ it, and it was just a blast. There was I think about 40 people there. And it was just really cool seeing that. I'm really fortunate to have such great parents that have always been supportive of my music. Have traveled to other cities and states to come see my band play. And even last night on they wrote a list of songs that they would like played, and two of my band Audra's songs were actually on their list for the event last night, which was really cool. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. So today I'm going to finish the second half of my vinyl finds that I posted on last week's video, and then but first I'm going to just go over five albums from what I listened to this week. So I'm just going to start this off with Roger on the VC had posted this album, the vinyl version of it. I don't have it on vinyl, but he posted this on the Facebook group, and I just remember getting it. I even mentioned it on there that actually my parents bought it for me when it came out on cassette for Christmas. It's funny because it's not a very Christmassy album, but it was cool to get this, and me and my brother just listen to this album so much, and that's Ministry's "The Mind Is a Terrible Thing to Taste." Such a phenomenal, just aggressive, really cool sounds. Anyways, if you don't have this album or haven't heard Ministry, this was to me just their absolute peak, and just great. I remember being on tour and having this in the van, and we were driving through some Moab, Utah or somewhere in there, and just like on full blast in the van, and it was just insane. And I'm hoping to find a vinyl copy of this, and this will also tie into one of my recent vinyl finds here in a way. So anyways, that's that. This was one that was in last week's video that was a recent find. The very first Black Sabbath song I ever heard as a kid was the song Black Sabbath, and I had found this a really nice, the cover's a little beat up, but like the record is just perfect. I mean, listen to this on vinyl, the bass, Geezer Butler's bass playing, it's just like phenomenal. So this was really cool to have this one and play it. Just a killer record. So that is that. Next one I had in my weekly playlist was The Cure's Pornography. This was I think it was their fourth album from 1982. Really dark, really intense. Hanging Garden, 100 Years, The Figurehead. Just really great. No, this is the gold stamp promo. So that's The Cure's Pornography from their earlier years. Just really, really dark. If you don't have this one, definitely recommend it. Next up, Nico's Desert Shore. This was the album, what year was this one from? I think this was from 1970, but this was produced by John Cale, who was with her in the Velvet when she was in the Velvet Underground, and this is the reissue on Four Men with Beards. There's Nico and her little son. I think his name is Ari. But this has what to me is one of the most just an incredible song called Afraid on here. You are beautiful when you are alone. Just incredibly sad and incredibly beautiful. And that's Nico's Desert Shore. And she's playing the harmonium on it, and it's just incredible. All right, this one is actually going to connect into the recent finds. I had heard this song and heard some of his songs over the years, obviously, but I never had an actual album of his, and it was on my my list I keep with me as I peruse the record shelves, and sure enough, it was sticking right there, and I saw it picked it up, and this is Donovan's The Hurdy Gurdy Man. That track, The Hurdy Gurdy Man, is great. And then I think back in 91, I think it was around 91, the Butthole Surfers did a really cool cover of that, and there was a really tripped out weird video for it. And this is Donovan's Hurdy Gurdy Man. And you can really hear when you listen to some of the tracks on this, especially like Jennifer Juniper, you can really hear just like where bands like Belle and Sebastian really, I mean, just you can really hear Belle and Sebastian within that song. And yeah, just really cool. There was one other thing I was going to say about this, and it is not, oh yeah, the song The Hurdy Gurdy Man. Apparently there is an extra verse to it that if you look up Donovan's live videos of him performing The Hurdy Gurdy Man, George Harrison, I think when they were in India together, had written a third verse or an extra verse for the song that wasn't included on the album. But if you watch videos on YouTube, Donovan performs it live and sings that lost verse. Okay, so let's go on to the finish up my vinyl finds. So I was at a record store and someone traded in their entire Rush vinyl catalog, and it was all in just perfect condition. So I picked up Exit Stage Left double live album here, gatefold. Yeah, let me just look at the vinyl on this one. Yeah, and that's on Mercury. So yeah, this was a killer score, and like I said, it's just like, I mean, pretty much mint. It's just really, really nice shape. And then I also had to get this one. I see these often, but they're usually pretty beat up. So I also got All the World's a Stage, because this copy was also just, I mean, just really stellar. And this one has the picture sleeves on it. Also Mercury. So that is All the World's a Stage. All right, now this next one I had to grab because it was just a few dollars, and I was like, wow, I've never seen this before. And it's Iggy and the Stooges. It's a 12-inch. It has Gimme Danger, and it's a different version, it says, from the Metallic KO version. And it had, the side 2 is Heavy Liquid, I Got Nothing, and both of these were live at Michigan Palace in 1974. And I don't know much about this pressing. This is Skydog International. And then the back, Tirage Limité. Yeah, but Melody Distribution. But really cool. I've never seen this before, and I thought definitely I needed to get this. I'm a big Iggy Pop fan, so this is a really cool score. Next up, talking about the Ministry a little while ago. So I was looking in the stacks, and bam, this was in there, and I was like, oh, wow, okay, killer. And this is the 12-inch for Burning Inside, which is track number 2 on Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. This one's really cool, and it's also got that PDQ from Tucson, Arizona record tag still on it, like the Susie and the Banshees one I showed last week. And this is on Sire. And it's got the Burning Inside 12-inch remix on one side, and the other side is a remix of the first song on that album, Thieves. And it also has Smothered Hope, which is a Skinny Puppy track that I think Al Jorgensen worked on that album. I think, no, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to speak. I'm not hugely knowledgeable on Skinny Puppy, but I'm pretty sure that's a Skinny Puppy track. So anyways, that was a killer score. So that's the 12-inch, yeah, Burning Inside. So now I just need to find a copy of Mine is a Terrible Thing to Taste on vinyl. So let's go to my last score here, which was, I looked up at one point and I was just like, wow. I know that album cover, but like I just assumed it was just going to be ridiculously expensive. So I looked up and I saw the price tag, which I'll tell you in a few minutes here. But anyways, back in around, I don't know, 1999, 2000, my friend Jatan Damone, who was in the band Christian Death, we were out for dinner one night, and she said, you really need to check out this band called Placebo. She said their album Without You I'm Nothing, I think it had just recently come out at that time, and I said cool. So the next day I went out and bought it and loved it. So I've gotten to see Placebo many times. I have all their albums. In fact, when I saw Placebo in Hollywood in 2001 at the Palace, there was one point where I looked up in the balcony, I saw Morrissey at the show, which was really cool. So anyway, so I look up while I'm flipping through the racks and I'm like, whoa. So I see this box set for their last album, 2009's Battle for the Sun. I mean, the thing weighs like 10 pounds. So you can see the spine for that, and it's cool. So the way this works is it's got these two really heavy books in here. Let me just make sure I pull out the right one first. So yeah, so it's these two like 12 by 12 books. I mean, seriously, like with like full color pictures, all kinds of cool stuff in here. And then inside the sleeves, there's two little pouches here, and you pull them out, and each pouch has the 180 gram version of the vinyl. And there's two of them. There's one on the other side. I won't pull that one out just to save time here, but yeah, that was killer. So then on the other book, not only do you have, you know, more pictures and stuff. Let's see if I can show you. Well, let me show you the cover. You guys can see that, and then you flip through the book. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. Really nice pictures in here. It's got this huge fold-out poster. I mean, I'm not even going to unfold it all the way, but it's just this massive poster that's inside of here. And then I pull this out and I look at it, and within the box set there are 4 discs in here. Now you can see I don't have one of them in there because I have it sitting over there on my player. And one of them is a live DVD. The other one is a CD of the album. And by the way, the vinyl has 2 tracks on it that weren't on the regular CD. So it's got a DVD and it has a live show. It has a documentary. It has there's a bunch of extra tracks. And then when I went up to pay for this, I was talking to the guy at the counter, and he said that someone had actually bought this new, and I think they paid like, I don't know, between $60 and $80 for the set when it was new. And there's one disc, and when you know, it's all printed out just like these are, but when you flipped it over, it was blue like a CDR, and the guy returned it because he thought that it was, why am I getting a CDR when I'm paying all this money? But I did some research, and that blue CDR, which I have sitting over there, was purposely left blank. So when the band toured for this album, and they put and they've had some live recordings, they put one up that you could download for with the code from the box set and burn it onto that CD, so you'd have a live show from the tour, which I thought was really cool. So that person returned it. They're lost. I was able to pick it up. I got this whole set for 25 bucks. It was seriously like an incredible score. I was just really yeah, it was really cool. So anyways, that's Placebo's Battle for the Sun box set. 2 records, 4 discs, two thick books, a poster. Really just a killer score. So anyways, I think that wraps it up for today. So thanks again to all you guys for watching, for commenting, my subscribers. For those of you out there that have been checking out my band Odge, I really appreciate that, and also my blog, Life on This Planet. That wraps it up. So you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and I will talk to you in the VC. See ya.